Tis Super Boy, and welcome back to Vanilla Minecraft. Now, recently I might have bitten off a little more than I can chew, and by that I'm saying I am attempting to create a Minecraft minigame that at first I thought the idea of it, the concept, would be rather simple, but to my surprise it's turning out rather complex and maybe a little too ambitious. Now, the basic idea is one player plays as a sea serpent and goes around chasing a bunch of other players while they attempt to do some impossible task. And I thought this whole sea serpent concept would be rather simple to make. Maybe, I don't know, 15 or so command blocks in a simple fill clock. I could, you know, maybe make a schematic, a one command block thing. It would be pretty simple and maybe not even worth its own video. But after working on it for a while, I began to realize that though it is possible and the regular idea of it is pretty simple, it takes far more command blocks than I thought. So this is my Minecraft Sea Serpent. Now, as you can see, when I go to the surface there, I get the wither effect. Let me just go ahead and get out of F1 and go into creative mode. So as you can see, I got a little custom player head here, and oh, hold on, gotta get in the right view. And this gives me depth strider 3. It's called Serpent Head, and I also have speed, water breathing, excuse me. And so this allows me to swim pretty fast and get this awesome little serpent effect here. But there's some problems with this. You can see that I can lunge into the air, which is sort of this breaching effect, I'd like to call it. So let me just show you that again. I go down to the surface, I look in a direction, I can lunge into the air, I can look that way, lunge into that direction. So when I break the surface, it causes me to lunge into the air, which is pretty awesome. But it works fine usually, but I found that it takes, as I said, a lot more command blocks. Now, as I said a million times probably already in this video, this works really awesome, but this is the command blocks it takes to create this. Now let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. That takes about 44 minus 2. Takes 42 command blocks to have this serpent thing function properly, and that's not counting the fill command blocks. So that's a lot of lag for a multiplayer minigame. Now, it might not depend really too much on how your PC works, rather than how much you're actually going to interact with this serpent creature. And I might have mentioned this in a recent video, but I'm hopefully going to get my new server up in the next 2 weeks, so hopefully you guys can help me beta test this new minigame. So, if you haven't already guessed, how it works is the player just has a bunch of armor stands teleporting to it, and a player's armor stand teleported to the player, armor stands teleported to that armor stand over and over and over, a total of 15 times, and there's 2 filler armor stands in between just to give some nice space in between the segments here. Sorry, I'm getting Skype messages. And the whole breach effect, if I can just find a command block here, all that's doing is it's just searching for a player with a breach score, which a player gets when it reaches the surface, and it just summons an armor stand with a certain rotation and motion set to it, which makes the player launch out of the air. So that's pretty awesome. But as far as using this yourself, because I was hoping you guys could help me work on this minigame. The problem is I can't have you guys help me with this until my server's up, because I have a schematic download for this in the description, and hopefully that should work. But I tried doing a one command block thing by adding all of these command blocks into my one command block generator that I use, which is awesome. but sadly it is not working very well. So it's probably not very consistent, or I messed up somewhere in the commands, but I could not find out how. So if you guys have any ideas that you can come up with just from this little thing here, I guess I can kind of show you guys how those would work. Maybe I'll make a continuation of this video. But yeah, I'm just kind of trying to ask for ideas for this mini game. I have a few ideas. One, which, hold on, let me just go ahead and leave the team here. One of my ideas was how it would work is it would be a 3-layer dungeon. The map would be that the entire dungeon is about, you know, 9, 10 blocks higher. I don't know. But each layer would be a certain amount of blocks high, and or they'd be like floors, and the water level is so high, and all the human players have to try to find a lever somewhere in there without getting killed by the serpent. And when they pull it, the water level goes down 1, and they have to fight the serpent. Hold on, let me just go ahead and demonstrate. They'd find a lever somewhere on this level. Sorry, I'm getting a bunch of messages. You'd pull the lever, and it would just get rid of the water for a level, and it would show the bottom level, and then you'd have to find the switch there, and you'd do that for 3 or 4 times, and then there'd be no water. The serpent would slowly die, or you'd kill him, and the serpent's dead. Everyone wins. The serpent would have the ability to attack the players, but unless the serpent was on land, the players could not attack it. So, tell me if you have any other ideas, because I was hoping I could just make it something rather